Welcome to the Momafey Personal and Leadership Channel, your place for real growth and personal reset, one intentional step at a time, about how to make small steps that will lead to big changes. It's for the mom that's juggling career and caregiving, and the dad who's thinking about what's the next level after the kids are grown, or even the professional that is wondering if it's too late to pivot or to level up. Listen closely. You're not too late and you're right on time. If you've been stuck, overwhelmed, or just unsure of how to start again, this guide is for you. And also, just look in the description below, and there is a link to a guide. And I have a couple of examples for you just to how to do step by step in order to not feel stuck and to feel like you can get your goals accomplished and you can also get things done. You're in the right place. Let's take the pressure off and put purpose and your goal back on the table. You want to organize your week for clarity and focus. The big goal is to always stay productive and balanced and to reduce stress throughout the week. You want to make sure that you're breaking down your tasks into simple tasks, and that way that you don't get overwhelmed, but you're able to stay on task. Then you want to break down these big tasks into simple little steps. This is also where you want to do that weekly brain dump. On the first day of the week, for some people that's Sunday, and for others that's Monday. But you want to put everything that you need to accomplish this week. You want to be able to write it down, and everything that's on your mind, all of the tasks, all of the events, every worry, every goal, because you are constantly thinking about it and you're constantly rolling it over in your mind, and it is causing you great stress. And then we feel stuck, we feel overwhelmed, and we don't want to even try to start on anything because we're simply overwhelmed. And then we have to organize our week. We get all out to create, we got it all out to create a mental space. So now we got all of that off of our mind. And so we can now have room and space to be able to start on small steps. How we do that? We're going to prioritize the top three goals for the week. What are the most that you need to get done? Like it has to be done this week and it is your top priority. These are needs. You want to put your needs first, and then those things that you want can come later. But we want to focus on the things that have to be done. You're on a deadline, it is either late or it needs to be done, it's due this week. Then you want to select no more than those three that must get done. Sometimes I even do it per day. I will set a day to get at least one thing accomplished that day. That's going to be the goal. I'm going to focus on that. And then maybe then I can go to number two and focus on that the next day. And then three, focus on something else that day. Now, sometimes I can have more than one goal in a day, but sometimes if you're overwhelmed, it's better to put one priority goal that you know you have to get done and you've been putting it off, you've been procrastinating, and so therefore you need to work on that particular goal. Because once you get that particular goal done, it's going to give you energy to go to the next goal. Now, these are the goals that will anchor your week and will help you to avoid distraction. Then you want to block time for those non negotiable things, things that you have to get done. You're going to have to block off the time to get that done. It may be the first 4 hours of the day, it could be the first hour of the day, or as soon as I get in the office, or if it's something that you want to accomplish at home, it may be when I first get up so that I don't get distracted and get on to something else. And so you want to set a time specifically to say, this is when I'm going to work on this particular task. And sometimes it can be something that is a bigger thing, but is you have to break it up into steps. So today I'm going to do this step. I may put it away and start and do step number two tomorrow, because some things it has to go to somebody else before and then come back to you. So you don't want to wait for them to get it back to you. You want to start on what you want to start it, get your part done, and then that goes to someone else, and then you will set another time, block a time to be able to get that back. And then schedule fixed commitments like work, self-care, family time. If it fits in those particular categories for self-care, you want to set aside a date and a time, make an appointment so that you know that on Saturday at 3 o'clock I'm going to be doing my self-care. Now you want to set these blocks as priority. And then you can even create a theme for your days if you really want to get really, creative. It may be your self day theme for self day, another theme for project, name it, give it a name. Sometimes this could be, I had one that was slash like all of the subscriptions that I had that I needed to get rid of it. So I made it a slash subscription day. So you can give everything a name sometimes because that just helps give it a little bit more creativity, and then assign a focus for each day. This helps reduce the decision for this fatigue and keeps you on track. Each morning, pick up your top three tasks for that day from your weekly list, because what you're going to do is, a lot of times we get up in the morning and then something distracts us and we not able to get back on task. So you want to get those in front of you right when you wake up, because you got to keep that focus on, I'm going to get this particular thing done today. And so whatever distraction, if it's something that's emergent, yes, you want to take care of that. But if it's not an emergency, give yourself permission to put that on hold and make sure that the task that you have set for today gets done. Now, after you get it done, yeah, you can go back and do all of the other things that you wanted to do that day or just came up. But you know that I have prioritized this particular day to get these tasks done. And then celebrate the small wins. When you've gotten one task done, celebrate, because what it's going to do is it's going to help you to be motivated to, okay, I was able to get that done and I was able to start, that you're going to be happy and hopefully it'll help you to do the next task. And then schedule the self care, the rest, add in short breaks doing the task, because sometimes, let's say, it gets overwhelming. And so you may need to take a break. We talked about in other videos, you can go look at those: movement, going out for a walk, reflection. You may want to do some affirmations. And then I'm going to do a video in the future about hobbies and how that can help bring relaxation and how that can be very motivating as well. And we all know that without rest, your productivity suffers. So make sure that you're getting enough rest at night or in the day, whatever time that you are able to rest, because some people work at night. And so, people who work at night, your schedule is going to look a lot different than other people's schedule. So, you're going to have to make sure that you're still getting enough rest, not using your whole day to run around and then you still using your night to work. So, you would definitely have to make that schedule time for rest. And then there should be a end of the week reflection. If you're in weekend on Friday or Saturday, make sure you reflect on all of the things that you got accomplished, because sometimes we forget, because we have so much that we need to get done. We forget to realize that we were able to accomplish quite a bit during that week. And of course, when you already put down the things that those three things, and you was able to accomplish that, that's going to feel real good at the end of the week reflection. And then review what was you worked and what didn't work, and then adjust, because maybe sometimes we want to put too much on our plate and then it doesn't work out because we get confused, we get overwhelmed. And so sometimes it's saying, okay, you know what? I need to, these deadlines, I need to kind of put a little buffer between my deadlines, and that will help. And then celebrate, of course, we said the progress, no matter how small. Progress starts with small, intentional actions. Focus on what you can do today and let those steps build your path forward. You have the power to create change one small step at a time. Encourage you t- to remember to like, subscribe, and make sure that you comment and let us know what steps that you were about to take and how you were able to accomplish that. And to help you to take action, I've included two free resources: a PDF guide that walks you through these steps, a weekly organizer template to help you stay on track and to make room for clarity. You'll find both of these links in the video description below. Go ahead and download those. Every small step you take is building on something powerful. So keep going, keep growing, and I'll meet you right back here for more encouragement, clarity, and transformation. This is the Momafey-HT Personal and Leadership Development, and your best season is still in front of you.